Hello, folks. We have a special treat for us today here at KPSU. House Parties from Texas is playing here in the studio, an acoustic set. Enjoy. We're going to jump right into it. After we're going to have a little interview. So let's jump into it now.
Feeding on me like a weed in the water, and surrounding me like vultures in the night. Would you do this shit to somebody's daughter? Overthinking what I see is black and white. Now I'm drowning in the flood instead. I know what I need, a little peace, just gotta be a little more cautious. I'm losing sleep, sincerity, anxiety has got me exhausted. My mind's like a carousel, it's more like a living hell. I know what I need, a little peace, just gotta be a little more cautious. Wrapped around my brain like cold barbed wire, standing tall like there's a pounding in my head. Pen and paper to distract my desire to leave this house and stop myself from burning it. No, I'm vindicated from your lies. There's no truth, I'm dying to survive. And I know I'm out for blind, but still drowning in the flood instead. I'm treading water, now I made my bed. So I said, I know what I need, a little peace, just gotta be a little more cautious. I'm losing sleep, sincerity, anxiety has got me exhausted. My mind's like a carousel, it's more like a living hell. I know what I need, a little peace, just gotta be a little more cautious. In the night, black and white, out for blood in the flood. No, I'm vindicated from your lies. There's no truth, the light glows from your eyes. No, I'm vindicated from your lies. There's no truth, I'm dying to survive. I know what I need, a little peace, just gotta be a little more cautious. I'm losing sleep, sincerity, anxiety, it's got me exhausted. My mind's like a carousel, it's more like a living hell. I know what I need, a little peace, just gotta be a little more cautious. Thank you. Yay. Do you have the tune?
I do not have to tune.
Alright, this next song is called Brain Dead. If you're listening to this, feel free to jump around. You're like your living room or something.
Yep.
You're so brain dead. You're so brain dead. There's water in the vase, the flower in is fake. 'Cause you know that you would kill the real thing. A danger to us all, and clumsy when you fall. Already knowing that you feel the pain sting. If you're wondering it all, who dropped you on your head? Was it an accident? So don't even try, you'll leave you wondering why. Now you lose your respect, don't you forget. You're so brain dead. You're so brain dead. I know a screw is loose, try not to get confused. Thank you. Is it Get a Grip?
It is.
Yeah, I totally forgot the set list right before this. When we started playing, I was like, what's next? We're playing a little like groovier one called Get a Grip.
Oh wait, no, I gotta do that one.
Well, we're gonna play Tuning.
It's my favorite song. It's called Tuning. Almost there. It's a very long song, actually. I'm a professional musician, I swear.
I'm a burnt out bird and then destroyed all of my plans. Never care about what you think of me. Majored in self-sabotage, spent time fixing the plot. Saying clear, but I forgot to blink. Clinch tight to lifelines and hold on for dear life. I read the room, then spoil the view. So can I just get a grip? Stop clinging on to this. Maybe I'll never be so selfish. Can I just get a grip? Right now I'm over it, and then I'll never be so selfish. Evil thoughts make me feel shame. I feel better when I complain. Why am I so goddamn negative? I'll stick to you just like a leech till you give me what I need. But I'm a first-class messed up pessimist, so I clinch tight to lifelines and hold on for dear life. I read the room, then spoil the view. So can I just get a grip? Stop clinging on to this. Maybe you'll never be so selfish. Can I just get a grip? Right now I'm over it, and then I'll never be so selfish. I'll stay in this tune. I won't leave my room, 'cause I'm overthinking.
Oversharing.
Face the fact it.
Overbearing.
Wait for the day I come back. Now I'm just overreacting. Ooh. I'm a burnt out bird and then destroyed all of my plans. Never care about what you think of me. Can I just get a grip? Stop clinging on to this. Maybe you'll never be so selfish. Can I just get a grip? Right now I'm over it, and then I'll never be so selfish. I'll stay in this tune. I won't leave my room. Can I just get a grip? Right now I'm over it, and then I'll never be so selfish. Woo! Yeah, get a grip.
Yeah.
I
Plot
think
twist, the next song is also Tuning.
Yeah, we're gonna play tuning real quick. But the song after that is a song called Tiny Rooms. It's kind of groovy too. So wherever you're listening, just dance a little bit. You know?
That one never went up. That's right.
Struggle bus today. It happens, you know? It's just one of those
It
days.
is what it is. That sounds pretty good.
I think we're there. That sounds pretty in tune to me.
Yep.
Cool. You're truly good at putting me down. If I was someone else, would you be proud? I'm pushing and pulling for my serotonin, but nothing seems to be connected. Stuck in a tiny room with you, only to see a narrow point of view. I'm tired of picking fights with no ending, just to say that I was the wrong one. Rage feels brighter than these fireworks, but deeper than an unmarked face. I thought we'd gone past it. One-sided mind, tunnel vision inside of a prints in the line. Trophy up for the world to see it. Lay your fist right through the chill moving down my brittle spine. Crashed out in the glass, tiptoeing around the dread that I think of. But I can't be exposed when you're dragging me down. Sorry that you were raised that way. A cheap pattern will always keep it shade. I can't help if I chose to say the same shit happening every day. You did this to yourself. Write it down on a blank space. I'm sorry, rage was brighter than these fireworks, but deeper than an unmarked face. I thought we'd gone past this. One-sided mind, tunnel vision inside of a prints in the night. For the world to see it. Lay your fist right through the wall. Pitch black indifference, a classic routine thrown into the eyes of a young child. Stuck in a tiny room with you, only to see a heated point of view. Wishing you were able to take it all back. No, you can't take it back. Flows brighter than these fireworks, right deeper than an unmarked face. I thought we had gone past this. One-sided mind, tunnel vision inside of a prints in the line. Trophy up for the world to see it. Through the rage, feels brighter than these fireworks, right deeper than an unmarked face. I thought we had gone past this. That one was a little rough, but you know, whatever.
That was good. No, it was good. It was good fun. That's all we got.
I think that's all we're gonna do today.
That's what we got this morning.
Thank you.
Awesome, folks. We are going to take a brief intermission, be back in about 5 minutes for an interview. Enjoy this nice copyright-free intermission music on the house. Okay, awesome. So we are back here, or I guess I moved from the booth out to the main station. House parties, you just killed it with that set. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
doing that for us. So my normal icebreaker is this your first time in Portland / how you been liking it so far?
It is our first time in Portland.
Oh,
I
nice.
haven't been here long enough to really form an opinion because we just kind of rolled in and then came straight here.
You didn't see any fun, weird unicyclers or rabid
Not yet.
crackheads?
To be honest,
Not yet. We saw a few last night in Seattle, but nothing here so far.
I'll be
I think
honest.
it's
I
'cause
was
the sun's out.
I was watching Vampire Diaries in the car till we got here because that's kind of I was like, ooh, Vampire Diaries.
That's pretty slay. I mean, yeah, we're on par. We're nearing that season, vampire season, if you
Mhm.
will. Or I guess that's like 6 months out, but I digress.
It could be all year long.
It can be, really. And I guess in the Pacific Northwest, and
Oh, of
normally
course,
it's all
yeah.
year long.
Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah. Beautiful. So how far along on your tour are you guys?
We're 8 shows in. Well, this will be our 8th
Yeah,
show.
this is
Yeah.
show number 8, and we left home 2 weeks ago today.
Oh, dang. That's like
Right on the mark.
every other day or something, yeah?
Yeah, we started off by having a couple of travel days to get to the first show. The first show we left on a Sunday, first show was on a Wednesday, so
Nice.
part of the tour is like a week and a half, but we've been away from home for 2.
Cool. Any fun happenings or weird anomalies occur to you?
We went to, in Denver, we played this venue called Meow Wolf. I mean, Meow Wolf, we all know what that is. I think maybe it's like a cool exhibit, like interactive, immersive, like art cool thing.
Oh, cool.
But this one has a venue in it, and I'm actually wearing a shirt I got from the gift shop.
Nice. Yeah.
That was a trippy experience.
Yeah, we have hopscotch here. That's like our
Oh,
big, like,
that
cool.
sounds so
Yeah, everyone
cool.
always takes
That
their.
sounds
Yep.
fun.
Yep.
Oh.
It's super fun. I
If we
haven't
had
been yet,
time, I
but
would totally do that.
yep, totally.
But also, we went to Vancouver and we got to see some like insane like views, like giant mountains. Just really good vibes over there.
Yeah. Do you guys like traveling on the road? I hear that it's like it's very scenic, and you get those nice like long drive moments where you get to kind of be with yourself or your buddies.
Majority of the time, it depends on where you are, of course, in the country. Like if you're by like Texas or like that, it's mostly just flat land. You really nothing out there except for semi trucks and gas stations, maybe some farms. But if you're like so far on this part, like Seattle, Vancouver, that kind of stuff, like the scenery is just amazing. It's
I will say,
so like you just kind of want to just look out the window for like a couple hours.
Yeah, a couple nights ago we did the drive all the way from Salt Lake City to Seattle,
Oh,
and those mountain passes are insane.
nice. Yeah. So I read that you said you might want to live in Seattle. How would you say Texas compares to the Pacific Northwest? Do you prefer one over the other? I think maybe you do, but
If anyone is listening that likes Texas, I'm so sorry. I'm over Texas. It's not okay, at least where I'm from like the Dallas Fort Worth area. There's really nothing out there except for city and like suburbs. It's like there's no scenery. But like Seattle, it's like you have these like amazing like forests, like different kinds of weather too. It's not just heat. And then like you have mountains, it snows, even though I don't like the snow.
yeah,
that
we get
much,
every
but-
season, and we in springtime especially we get every season like in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a moody bunch. I'm born and raised here. We're a very moody bunch, but I feel like it's definitely we're blessed with all of the
Yeah.
scenic and
I feel
Yeah.
like I get back home. I mean, we don't even get fall really back home. Like it's maybe we get like nice weather. Maybe one tree turns red, and it's for like a week, and then like winter time's here, and then all of a sudden it's hot again, and like it's too much.
Were you in Texas during that freak winter storm?
The winter apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we were
Snowmageddon.
right in the
Snowmageddon.
middle of it.
You
Yeah.
had to bunker down. You didn't eat anybody, did you?
No, it didn't. It didn't come down to that.
On the record, no.
There used to be a 4th member of this. I'm just kidding. No, Haley's cool. We did not live with Haley. No, yeah, that was pretty much the worst because I don't like the cold that much like that. And we were living in a house at the time, and the water shut off, the heat shut off, the internet shut off, but then we'd come back for like an hour. We had a pipe burst that almost ruined all of the gear that we had. It was a mess.
Poor SBS. We had a bunch of like pipe bursts all around the city too,
Oh my
and like they got a
goodness,
ton of their equipment just thrashed.
When you get those old those copper piping, it's you downfall from there.
Yeah. Oi, bae, the weather. Global warming. Yay. We love it.
Love it.
Switching gears here a little bit. So you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, but when I got your guys' inquiry and I started looking into it, like the first thing I thought was like, oh my God, like 2009 Hayley Williams. Do you get that a lot?
I do. It's practically all I get. And some of it I don't mind because people are genuinely like, I mean it as like a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, like, but some people use it as like an insult. They're like, you wish you were Paramore. And it's like, kind of don't.
Yeah. Would you say they're one of your like influences, or who would you say like falls into that category? Because you definitely sound in that kind of like early 2010s era of like the pop punk scene, and it's kind of nice. It's refreshing. I feel like it's gotten a little stale out there these days.
I love that era. Mm-hmm. Like it's just something about it was just so like, I don't know. It was just you got really into it.
I was like an 8th grader / freshman, so I was like the prime age for it. Yes. It was those were the good days.
I feel like a lot of music now, like it's good. It just doesn't do it for me a lot of the times. I just always find myself going like the stuff that was made just in the past. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay. But Paramore is definitely one of my biggest influences. I discovered them and I was like, oh, that's what I want to do. And my vocal range, to anyone listening that says I sound like her, I do agree. My vocal range is the same and the tone might sound the same. But I promise I'm not trying to be Hayley Williams. And like also like We're the In Crowd and like Hey Monday. Those kinds
I
of
love Hey
bands
Monday.
too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So did you guys have your influences?
Yeah, you want to talk about Wes gets the mic.
My influence would probably be Pierce the Veil.
Nice.
With like super fast, aggressive drums, and luckily that's pretty much all we do in the drum department.
That is pretty much
love
everything that we do. I remember writing the parts for our first EP and being like, sorry, bud, you got to play some fast stuff.
Yeah, I've been...
One of my biggest influences is Mayday Parade, the super, like, emo stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Very sad.
I was going through my Spotify, like, I've been revisiting Alisana. I don't know if you know them. Yeah.
Love them.
I feel like they're not credited enough.
No.
But, the auto mix kind of came on, and I heard just that first, and I was like, not right now. No Mayday Parade right now. we gotta wait. We'll wait till the fall time, and,
There are some times where it comes on, and I'm like, all right, I need to change the pace, need to change the scenery, because this is going to mess me up for the rest of the day.
Yep, nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. Like, I feel like people are either, like, a little bit older than it, because I feel like we're all the same age. Like, a little bit older, we're past that time, but then, like, the Gen Zers are just a little bit before, and they just, like, didn't live it. So it's nice to have.
Yeah, truly, you had to be there.
Sweet spot.
Exactly. It's nice to have people understand.
Sorry you got to miss Warped Tour.
I mean, I never went, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because,
it was miserable in Texas. I wouldn't recommend it in Texas. Oh my God. I was in line, because I don't know if you've never been to Warped Tour, usually what I would do is Journeys would do this thing where, like, you have to go to the Journeys tent, and the first 100 people would get a wristband, and you got to meet whoever like band was there that day. I missed Pierce the Veil one year. I'm still mad about that one, but whatever. I got to meet Tonight Alive, but I was in line to meet Neck Deep, and this girl, a couple people in front of me, just faints to the floor. And I was like, there it is. I mean, she was good. She got taken. She went to the medical tent, and thankfully. But I was like, there's another one. Because like in Texas, people are just dropping out there because it's so hot.
Especially being the summer. The first, I from Austin, so I didn't go to any of the Dallas ones. I went to the San Antonio ones.
Same thing.
And it was in the parking lot of the AT&T Center. So it wasn't in like a grass area like.
It's like a tailgate essentially.
It was a tailgate. It was horrible. Oh man.
I mean, that's what ours was at the. I call it Jexa Energy Pavilion because that's what I grew up with it. But now it's called Dos Equis Pavilion. There's like a grass lawn, but like everything else was still like on parking lot.
On like pavement. Yeah.
Pavement.
The pavement. Having music in the summer with a bunch of kids running around is
in long sleeves.
It's a recipe for disaster.
People were in jeans and long sleeves.
And I was like, "What are you doing?"
10-degree parking lot is recipe for disaster.
I was like, I'm sweating just looking at you. Like,
Heaven forbid.
But it was fun.
Oh yeah,
So
Yeah, I would definitely go back to it.
core memories made there.
Mhm.
100%.
So songwriting wise, do you have like major influences or kind of where? Because I know a lot, or like some bands really like to focus more on the sound and the lyrics. But you guys have pretty like emotional kind of swaying feelings through your works. Would you say there's like a particular artist, whether like musical or not, that kind of influences that?
For me, sometimes I'll be listening to like a random song and it'll inspire like me to write a song, and I'll be like, that was my one inspiration for this song. Like one song might have like a Paramore influence, one might have like a Taylor Swift influence. Like it's so random. But like it just depends on what I'm listening to or like what sparks that inspiration. It's very different for each one.
Are you like the main songwriter, or do you all kind of come together to write a song?
It's kind of all over the place. She does all of the lyrics and vocal stuff, and then Wes and I do the music. And I think we do the same thing when it's like every song comes from a different point of influence. We don't try to have all of the songs sound the same.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty fair. Oh, yeah, you can take the mic.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty all over the place. I don't really have a specific influence. It's by the song, and then with working with these two, they both do so much that it just depends on the song. Because on one song, Cheney might have a ton of ideas, and that makes it a lot easier to just go ahead and go off of what she has. And then the same thing for Spencer. Or I might just have an idea of something simple and then take it to them and just let it go from there. So at this point, we kind of just have like a mess of demos that we have
Nice.
of everything.
It is an absolute mess.
I mean, I love that,
But
though.
like a good.
But it's a
Lots
good
of
kind
material to
mess 'cause
work
there's
with.
stuff to pull from, and I mean I've done it before. I haven't done it yet for this current mess that we have, but like pulling one part from one song, one part from another, like that kind of stuff can happen. It's just like get everything out. That's why there's so many different things that have different influences, because it's like anything that comes to our heads, like just get it out.
Totally, yeah. It's good to see like kind of what, not necessarily what sticks to the wall, but it's like it's like a collage. I like to look at art that way. It's like
Yeah.
everything's a collage. You always just take everything, you know. Picasso said the best artists steal and all that jazz.
I'll treat it like a puzzle
yeah.
sometimes.
Huh?
I'll treat it like a puzzle sometimes.
Oh,
where
nice. I like that too.
Yeah, if I'm writing down lyrics, I'm like, okay, I have these 2 lines. Don't know what the next 2 lines are going to be, but I'm going to start working on this chorus because I can feel like I can do it. And then like later on, like a couple days, like you'll be like, oh, there's the next line I need. You're like filling in the puzzle pieces.
Yeah, I've had the like we're jamming and all of a sudden like I get like a verse and I'm like, okay, I gotta keep that verse. Like it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I noticed like, so when I've like done my kind of little personal demos, I really like the like stack like a million 1 minute or 2 minute songs together, kind of old punk
cool.
style. To me, that's
Yeah.
like kind of what it vibes with. And I noticed you guys kind of have shorter LP or LPs. Yeah, no, EPs. And then singles. Do you guys think you'll ever like go to a whole like LP like kind of,
Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
Do you have it in the works yet or?
Yes.
We're going to go record it soon.
Oh,
A few weeks after the tour is over, we're heading out to record
exciting.
a full one.
New
Mhm.
material on the way.
Yep.
Nice.
Yes.
Have you tested the waters with any of the stuff yet?
No.
Nope, not yet.
'Cause like a lot of our songs, when we go into like the studio to record and like we'll write kind of a little bit when we're there, we kind of just go with a demo, and we'll usually have like another songwriter there to be like, we could just to have like a third party opinion, 'cause we get so in our head sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And we just want the songs to be like the best that they can be. And so we'll go in with demos, and then like what we did for Side Effects is like we went in with demos, and then we kind of just wrote as we recorded, like restructured it, rewrote it as we kind of recorded it. So it's just, that's what we kind of just do.
And that's kind of why it is a mess of demos, because we'll get something to anywhere from like 50 to 80% done,
Yeah.
and then just leave it and
Yeah.
start something else until we get enough stuff to be like, all right, let's pick the ones that are the most solid out of that, and then go and
Totally.
knock it out.
I like to kind of call it the domino method, because that's like when I'm like cleaning shit or like whatever, you know. It's like you start one thing. So then when you like get back around to it, it's like finish,
That-
rather
that
than
is-
like
that
yeah,
is-
starting.
I've
Yeah.
never thought of it that way, but that's the
You
perfect
just
way to
knock
talk
it,
Put
yep.
a bunch of stuff up, and then you can just knock them all down in a
Yeah,
row.
it's very satisfying too, because I feel like it's an artificial like what do you call it, instant gratification, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you still have to work for it, but in the moment it feels nice.
Oh yeah.
So I was gonna ask, what does this album Side Effects mean to each of y'all? Where is it, you know, Is there any special significance, or are you just kind of starting to get your vibe going?
For me, this EP was called something different before, and I really cannot remember what it was called.
Mood ring.
Was it?
Yep.
Oh yeah. That'll be a future song.
Another is a song that's going to be on the album that is called Mood Ring. So.
But so Side Effects, like all these songs are like, I like to call them like the background emotions, 'cause it's not like your day-to-day emotions, but it's still like stuff that you have to deal with. Like
it kind of simmers until it kind of, then you have to feel
like
it.
feeling really insecure, feeling like your whole entire world is falling apart, or like you're having like a midlife crisis in your 20s. You're like, what the heck?
Quarter life crisis.
Quarter life crisis. What is, or like Get a Grip, where it's just like all your negative thoughts are just trying to like convince you of something that you're not.
Yeah,
Like
you kind of
you're
your
a
own worst
burden.
enemy.
It's like, why are you saying that to me? I'm not a burden.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, sometimes you just have to get a grip. But Side Effects, like, it feels like the side effects of living life. Like, that you just kind of have to deal with that while you're living your life. There's no way you're not ever going to deal with those things. So it's just like the side effects of life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. What about you guys?
I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I have a little bit harder of a time connecting as emotionally to the lyrics as I do to the music, just because I'm not the one who writes any of the lyrics. But when she was telling me about what that meaning was, I was like, that makes perfect sense. Hearing the songs, and it's like, I sometimes have a hard time being able to put my feelings into words. I put them into like the music.
Yeah.
But once she started describing that, I was like, that is the feeling in my brain. I just couldn't
I totally
get those
feel that,
exact
yep.
words.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, mine's a little different, I guess, from the literal meaning of it. Just because with the previous EP, Tiny Rooms, they did that one together before I joined the band. And they were looking for members, and I ended up learning that EP and joining, and then we played that for at least a year and a half straight. So when we went and did this EP, that was the first time that I really got to put my influence on the songs. So obviously it has quite a bit of meaning to me because I got to help with the music, help with the lyrics a little bit, like just all kinds of little stuff. And I feel like you can kind of hear that a little bit. So
What drew you to them?
to them, I heard the first single, Hindsight. I was kind of in my back pocket looking for a band, not really. But I knew that if I found the right one, that I would maybe try it. And then I heard their song, and I was like, well, give it a shot. They need a drummer.
Nice.
So
Was it just like an online ad, or was it in person, or?
I saw her post on Facebook.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the miracle of the internet.
Yeah.
shout out
Bringing us
Facebook.
together. Nice. So we're kind of nearing the end here. I just like these fun little miscellaneous questions. What are you guys listening to now?
Well, it kind of just changed recently. I'm listening to Bad Omens' first album.
Hey, I just got onto them. It's been
They're
a long time coming, but
I'm
yeah.
gonna say something controversial a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of their new stuff. I discovered Bad Omens when it was just that first album, so that to me is like what really got me into them. And their new stuff is still really good. It's just it doesn't hit like the other stuff, you know.
I get really jaded to like I more often than not will like the first few albums of a band
Right.
than like newer stuff, unless it's
Yeah.
kind of like you can tell it's an evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Like for a while with Bring Me the Horizon, which controversial as well. I like how they go from like
So
super
many
hardcore
eras.
all the way into the more like
Yeah.
poppy stuff, but like their newest stuff I'm not. I'm like
Yeah,
I
that's so
think I
valid.
pieced out at Sempiternal.
I do like
That's
their
fair.
new song Van or Violence Against Nature for
Yeah.
Bad Omens. I do vibe with that one.
That
a
one's
lot.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
Poppy's
really
pretty
With Poppy,
badass.
yeah,
Yeah.
but having
Love
Poppy on that
Poppy.
is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her switch too, just to
Yes,
straight
oh
into
my
kind of the
gosh, 'cause
metalcore.
I used to
yeah.
Oh,
not
yeah.
like her old stuff a lot, and then when she switched, I was like, okay,
Yep.
it's like cool. I
Serve,
love
girl.
this. It suits her so well.
Nice. So are there any fun bands that you've met and or like fangirled over, like you were like hyperventilating or whatever over?
Like that we got into work with, or just in general.
Yeah, you gotten to work with or met or
Oh god, I have to think. I wouldn't say like fangirled, 'cause I keep my cool. I'm cool, calm, collected when I meet like celebrities or whatever. But whenever we got to tour with Belmont last year and Can't Swim, I'm a big fan of both of those bands, like really big fan. And when we got like the email, like the offer for it, I was like, oh my god. So like the first time I got to meet everybody, I was just kind of like,
Yeah.
and like it's still hitting me further in the tour. I was like, we're touring with Belmont and Can't Swim right now, like, and I'm friends with
It
them.
was pretty cool.
Nice.
Like
That
I'm
That
now
was a pretty
friends
cool
with them.
experience.
Like this is insane. They're like some of my favorite bands.
Especially being the first full U.S. tour that we got to do.
Yeah.
It was a cool full circle moment. I remember seeing, I don't know if I had ever seen Can't Swim before, but I remember seeing Belmont like 2017 or something like that.
I
Yeah.
heard.
And then hadn't gotten a chance to see them for a while. And so I was like, oh, it's a band that I saw when I was really getting into this stuff. And then that was the first band that we got to tour with.
Comes full
Which is
circle.
really cool.
Yeah.
I saw Can't Swim at So What Music Fest way back in the day, like 2017, something like that. And I didn't even catch their set. I heard them. I remember I was walking up looking at the merch tables. I had barely just heard of them. And I remember hearing Stranger, such a stranger, like in the distance. And I was like, that's Can't Swim. Oh my God. Like I'm jamming right now looking at like merch. And I think I was at Equal Vision's booth looking at merch, which is
cool.
small world. Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
Cool. So I got about one more minute and one last question. In my research, I found that you do not have side effects on Bandcamp. What
Oh
gives?
my God, that's
what happened?
That's my bad. I dropped the ball on that one.
That's our fault.
How are you supposed to do free? Free
Okay.
Friday or free Friday.
I actually totally didn't even realize that was on there. So that will get changed. When we went to a label, they kind of just took care of everything instead of me just taking care of everything.
And I guess that they were more focused on the distribution of like the streaming services, which is the modern
But
age.
we do
That's
get
how
stuff from Bandcamp. So
I'm a Bandcamp girly. I love Bandcamp.
Yeah. I will
Bandcamp
put
does
it on
kinda rock.
Bandcamp. I will do it.
Nice.
Thank you
Thank
for reminding me.
Yes,
Nice.
of course. Okay, cool. It has been an absolute pleasure having you guys.
Oh, thank you
Have a
so
good time.
much.
You are playing Mission Theater tonight, right?
Yes.
Yep. I mean, I live right down the street, so I might be joining you guys.
Let
Yeah.
me know. Yeah. Let me know. I can get
Send
you
me
in.
a text.
Totally.
And I'll put you on the guest
We'll
list.
get you
Hey,
in.
thanks.
Yeah.
Cool. I hope you enjoy your first day here in Portland. I think it's sunny out right now. It's hard to tell here in the sub-basement.
True.
But yeah, enjoy yourselves and
Thank
have a
you.
great show tonight, guys.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you
for
so much.
having us. This was awesome.
Cool. Thanks. Peace out. Oh, there you guys go.